Good morning. It is Thursday, December 21st. Here's what we're working on. A surge in cases of flu, respiratory virus, and COVID-19 putting a lot of strain on the emergency department at the only hospital in Simcoe.
Catch the Ace progressive jackpot in Caledonia keeps growing, but will it reach as high as the Hagersville one earlier this year?
And Maury Povich helps a Colorado zoo reveal the paternity of a baby orangutan. His forte.
I haven't seen that yet.
I haven't either. Looking forward to that one.
Maybe I'll stick around and we'll check that out. Good morning, Brian.
Like fun. Good morning,
Brian.
good morning, good morning. Yeah, the can I say it?
21th of the month?
21th of the month.
Oh, and
Yes.
today
is
first
yes.
day
Yes.
of
You got it. Yay.
Winter.
Well done.
So the shortest day of the year then, right?
Well, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, you lose seconds this time of year, then you start gaining seconds, so you don't really see a big change. But yeah, you consider this the shortest day of the year.
Only going up from here.
Yay. So now we'll start to get a bit more daylight coming back to us slowly.
We always celebrate the first day of spring. We don't really celebrate the first day of winter as much, do we?
It just kind of happens. It just kind of creeps. You know, we're thinking so much of Christmas and New Year's and that kind of thing that winter just kind of arrives and we go, oh yeah, right. Hi, you again.
Yeah.
And it's going to feel a little bit more like winter for the day today than yesterday. Yesterday we got to 3 degrees. Today the temperature is going to go the wrong way. Right now we're sitting on the plus side. We're +1. A little light flurry activity at the moment, but we're going to see mainly cloudy skies for the day and temperature falling to -1 by later with a wind chill of -7. That east wind is going to be strong for the day today. Tomorrow, maybe a touch milder, but only a touch. We'll talk about that coming up. Looking at traffic this morning, of course, this time of year, the closer you get to Christmas, the less volume there is. Not too bad here at the 403 and Waterdown Road area. Looking good. To our MTO traffic cameras, let's go to a few. Here's the Nikola Tesla Boulevard cameras. So on this particular view, Toronto bound coming towards us. We'll flip ahead to the top of the Burlington Skyway Bridge, all the way through east of Appleby. Nothing to talk about in traffic. No collisions right now and no volume. We'll look at weather and traffic coming up in a few minutes. Right now, the news.
Okay, thanks very much, Brian. Well, there's been a fire at a Tim Hortons in Burlington. A CHCH freelancer says it started around 1:30 this morning at the Hortons on Brant Street. 2 employees were said to be inside. Both got out safely. Several other fires were also found in garbage cans around the same plaza at different locations. Halton police are investigating. CHCH has reached out to them for more details.
Hamilton police are searching for a missing 15-year-old girl. Nevaeh Bloxham was last seen in the East End back on Saturday. She's described as 5'2" with brown hair, green eyes, and a nose hoop piercing.
Niagara police are trying to identify a man after a truck and trailer were stolen in Welland. A silver Chevrolet Silverado and a black Miska dump trailer were stolen from a home near First Avenue and Quaker Road. They're looking for a man who's believed to be in his 50s. He's 6 feet tall with a medium build and receding dark hair. Police believe the theft happened sometime between the afternoon of December 11th and the morning of the 12th.
I want to take you to Edmonton now because police are calling the over 100 charges of a couple and a family member one of the most disturbing cases of child abuse that they have seen. 7 children were rescued and taken to Zebra Child and Youth Protection Center in the city. Following reports of significant child abuse at the beginning of the month, a 34-year-old Edmonton father, 37-year-old common law partner are each facing 45 counts of aggravated assaults, uttering threats, unlawful confinement, assault with a weapon, assault causing bodily harm, and animal cruelty. Police allege the father's 6 children, 1 grandchild, between the ages of 2 to 13, were frequently beaten, strangled, and malnourished for years. The father is alleged to have used a shock collar on some of the kids and also beat one of the family's 5 dogs with a broom handle.
The OPP detained a reporter and confiscated some of their equipment while on the job following a fatal crash in Guelph yesterday morning. Now, officers posted a statement on X just before 7 last night. They say they respect the freedom of the press while also taking a victim-centered approach during an investigation. Guelph Today published an article on the incident. They say their senior reporter, Richard Vivian, arrived at the location, took a few photos, and was approached by an officer who said that he was obstructing the investigation. Guelph Today says despite Vivian's objection, the officer seized his camera, later returning it, but keeping the SD card as evidence. Police say they're reviewing the circumstances of this interaction.
Remember the wild Catch the Ace saga in Hagersville earlier this year that saw the winner take home over $2 million? Well, Catch the Ace jackpot in Caledonia is starting to get there, and everyone's eye is on the prize. Let's bring in Smel Gavros, who's live from the Legion in Caledonia. So you weren't on the show when we went through Catch the Ace in Hagersville. It took me forever to kind of figure out this whole Catch the Ace thing. You got it figured out?
I think I have it figured out. There is, I learned this morning really quickly about how people's names are drawn, and then that person wins a prize, and then they end up having to find the ace, essentially, and then they win the big grand prize. So that's what everyone's looking to do here in Caledonia. And right now, it's not close to $2 million right now, but the total prize sits at $230,000 at this point. So that's what we're hoping people are going to hopefully get, and that jackpot is just continuing to grow. But like you mentioned, we saw that frenzy earlier this year in Hagersville with lines that were wrapping around, people lining up every week trying to win big. Now here in Caledonia, the name drawn last Thursday picked a 5 of hearts, and that means they got to take home the weekly prize of over $8,800, but someone has yet to pick the coveted ace of spades here. So tickets are back on sale today, in person only, at the Caledonia Legion here on Thursdays from 2 to 7:40 p.m. And all the money raised supports food programs with the Community Support Center of Haldimand, Norfolk. Now, the lucky winner's name is going to be drawn this evening at 8 p.m., and they're obviously hoping to find that ace of spades. Annette, I'll send things over to you.
Okay, thanks very much. Well, Norfolk General Hospital is urging people not to go there unless it's a true emergency. The hospital in Simcoe is dealing with a surge in cases of flu, respiratory virus, and COVID, and is exceeding capacity. They're asking people to only go to their emergency department if your health concern is critical. They warn patients with non-urgent medical issues may have to wait a lot longer than normal.
The CRA continues to fire employees for claiming a federal COVID benefit they were not eligible to receive. The agency says 185 employees have now been fired over the matter, up 65 since the last public update on its review of about 600 cases. The CRA also confirms 116 employees who received the $2,000 Canada Emergency Response Benefit, or CERB, were eligible for it.
Ontario's French language public school teachers are going to kick off the new year with a strike vote. They will vote from January 24th to 26th on whether to give their union a strike mandate. It comes after nearly a year and a half of bargaining. Their union president says the Ontario government is insisting on proposals that will, quote, add to teachers' workloads and worsen the critical staff shortages, threatening the French language education system. The union's also asking for a conciliator to help it move forward.
Meanwhile, Quebec's language watchdog says the number of English-speaking students attending French schools jumped 14% between 2000 and 2021. This comes as the language agency saw a spike in the number of students whose first language is neither English or French. The watchdog also reported a nearly 13% drop in English-speaking students in English language schools over the past 20 years.
Feeling lonely? A visit to the library could help. Burlington Public Library is part of ongoing research with McMaster University about how libraries can support connections and aging well. It's a spot to chat with staff or meet people with similar interests, all for free. Burlington Library branches also have light therapy lamps to help with seasonal affective disorder. Branches are open every day except stat holidays. And there's a lot of holiday sparkle in Niagara Falls this year. 50 households competed in the city's holiday decorating competition. Here are the winners. The Community Choice Award goes to this home on Millmore Street. This home on St. James Avenue won the judge's favorite. And in the Best Effects category, first place went to this home on Arad Street. There is a map and list of addresses at visitniagarafalls.ca/Sparkle Awards if you want to check out all of the entries in person.
I think I like the top one.
Wow. See, I like the middle one.
Yeah, the one on the left.
It looks like a gingerbread house to me.
Yeah, true. Yeah, the one on the top just kind of reminds me of Christmas Vacation a little bit. All right. Okay, we'll chit chat with Emily about that coming up a little bit later. Let's get into sports and the NBA champs. The champs are here. The champs are here from Denver. We're in Toronto last night for their only appearance of the season, which means it would not be easy for the Raptors to pick up a second straight win. Also meant we got to check in with Kitchener native Jamal Murray.
Murray steals it away from Trent. Jamal Murray to the rack.
Yeah, Murray would take advantage of some lackluster play by the Raps in the first half, stealing the ball there for 2 of his 20 points in the night in front of family and friends. Two-time MVP Nikola Jokic was his usual fantastic self, scoring 31 points and 15 rebounds. The 400th double-double of his career. Denver was up by as many as 21 before the Raps did mount a bit of a comeback in the second half. They would lose, though, 113-104. Scotty Barnes, bright spot, 30 points, 10 rebounds. Won't get any easier for the Raps as they are off to the city of brotherly love tomorrow, and it's not going to be easy because they have to face Joel Embiid. There is nobody better in the league right now. He put up a season-high 51 points in a Sixers win over Minnesota. Also made some history as it was his third consecutive game of 40 points and 10 rebounds. He is averaging over 40 points a game for the month of December. The 21st of December, much to the delight of former Raps coach and current Philly bench boss, Nick Nurse.
DeMello with a point for Morrissey. Got it in tight. His Perfetti. Oh, what a goal!
Winnipeg Jets are the best hockey team in Canada right now. Gabe Vilardi, he had a goal and 2 helpers as the Jets took down Detroit on home ice 5-2 for their 6th win in 8 games. So they leapfrog over Dallas and into top spot in the Central Division with a record of 19-9-3.
Strome to a better shooting angle. Waits. Feeds with Ovechkin up top. Snapshot of the way. Score!
So big win for the Capitals in Washington as Alex Ovechkin set up Dylan Strome for the overtime winner. But there are concerns for Ovi, though, as the chance to catch the great one for most goals of all time, it's stalled. He only has 5 goals. He's gone 14 games without a goal. Well off his usual pace. He sits 67 back of Wayne Gretzky at this point. And we'll finish up with this because MLS released their 2024 schedule, and we have to go to the final match of the season for the Toronto FC for the highlight as they will host Leo Messi and Inter Miami at BMO Field on Saturday, October the 5th. TFC will open their 18th MLS campaign on the road versus FC Cincinnati on Sunday, February the 25th. Reds home opener takes place on March the 9th against Charlotte, trying to rebound from their worst season in history with their new head coach, John Herdman, at the helm.
6:13 on this, it's Thursday already, 21st of December, and we've got actually a mild start to the morning here, but we'll get into the forecast in a second. First of all, I want to start with traffic, and we're looking at our exclusive camera. This is the 403 right around Waterdown Road. Toronto-bound lanes are coming towards us, nothing to see there. We have a collision. What? First thing in the morning? No. Yeah, but we do. This is the 403. 403 coming up from the Ford plant. This is just going by the exit to Dundas Street, so it's Toronto-bound lanes coming towards us. As you can see, we've got the left shoulder and the left lane blocked. We do have an emergency crews on the scene there. OPP are there. So everybody's got to squeeze over to that one right lane, so it's going to cause a bit of a backlog back around the Ford plant trying to get off the QEW to head to the 403. Otherwise, let's see if there's anything happening in St. Catharines. Nope. 7th looks good. Nikola Tesla Boulevard, no problems. The 403 junction and Brant Street, nothing there. East of Royal Windsor, all the way through to Credit River, it is pretty light except for that one collision that we have there, the 403 at Dundas Street. All right, let's check the temperature that we have at the moment. Temperature is on the plus side, so that's way above seasonal to start the morning here. We did have some light flurries earlier, but now they've tapered off. It is just cloudy. But that wind, it's an east-northeast wind, and that's a chilly wind coming off the lake for Hamilton, and it's fairly strong at 28 kilometers an hour. Air quality for today, low risk category, so once again, no problems. And heading off to school, the last couple of days of school, flurries today. Yeah, we've had some flurries, but 0 will be the high, and then the temperature falls off as the day goes on. Not too far, about -1, but we'll have a wind chill later on of -7. A little bit of sunshine is possible, but we're looking at a cloudy sky. There you can see the clouds that we have. Frontal boundary just to the south of us. There's that cloud cover with us. High pressure ridge to the east, and then that advancing low pressure system not going to bring us any precipitation for the day today. It looks like it's just going to be fairly cloudy. There's that chance of flurries early this morning. We've had that, but temperature 0, +1, minus column for Peel into Toronto. A little bit of sunshine is possible. Tonight, still above seasonal, but chilly, -3 to -4 degrees, -5 for Guelph and Kitchener. So that's below where we are this morning to start the day. And then tomorrow, a little bit better. We'll have 2 and 3 degree temperatures for the day. At least the temperature tomorrow will go in the right direction. It'll be a mostly cloudy day for tomorrow as we cap off the week. So as we head out the door this morning, 21st of December already. And of course, winter arrives later on tonight officially. It's cloudy. It is fairly windy. Our temperature is on the plus side at +1. We'll look at the long range forecast coming up at Tim.
Okay, now we're looking at what's ahead in Chit Chat. Hello, Emily.
Good morning. Mr. Orangutan, you are not the father. We all remember that, of course, from our trash TV days that we loved. The full story on how we have a paternity test of an orangutan will be coming up in Chit Chat.
From Maury Povich.
From Maury Povich.
Yeah,
Any chairs thrown.
Yeah.
Security guards may or may not have been involved.
Okay.
Are you training with Brian today, too?
I am.
We're
Really?
seeing you zip across the
I
studio.
know.
Are you working your rather muscle for next week?
I am. I'll be doing the forecast and Chit Chat next week.
Okay.
So tune in because it'll be fun.
Oh, I hope it's so cold that we could just blame you for the cold. That's going to be the best. Right? Huh? Okay, we'll see you in a bit now.
Okay, coming up after the break, Metro is accusing Loblaw of conspiring to implicate them in a bread price-fixing scheme. Coming up on 6:19 on your Thursday morning, Canadian dollar up 9 basis points in overseas trading to 74.90 cents U.S. Gold is down 80 cents. Crude oil is up 28 cents to $74.50. Checking midday trading in Europe, markets are down across the board.
Off to Asia we go. Markets are down in Tokyo, up in Hong Kong and Shanghai. North American markets on Wednesday, not the best. Specifically on Bay Street, triple-digit losses, big losses on the Dow, almost down 500 points. Whew, NASDAQ up 225. Let's see how they rebound on this Thursday, December the 21st.
Metro is accusing Loblaw of falsely implicating it in a bread price-fixing scheme. In a class action lawsuit statement of defense, Metro denies being involved in the scheme and accuses Loblaw and its parent company of trying to spread the blame across the grocery industry in this country. Now, the Competition Bureau started investigating bread price fixing in 2016. Loblaw says Metro's allegations are ridiculous and untrue. Bakery supplier Canada Bread recently denied participating in a wide-ranging conspiracy to fix the price of bread after admitting to 4 counts of price fixing under the Competition Act over the summer.
Toyota recalling about 1 million vehicles over a potential problem with the passenger airbag. Almost 100,000 vehicles in Canada, they're affected by this. So the recall covers 15 Toyota and Lexus models, including the Camry, Sienna, and RAV4, as well as Lexus RX 350s and ES 350s. The model years are between 2020 and 2022. Toyota says the occupant classification system sensor in the recalled vehicles that could short circuit. So the sensor helps identify whether the person sitting in the front passenger seat is an adult or a child that's based on weight. Toyota says as a result of the possible glitch, the airbag may not deploy in certain kinds of crashes when it should.
Okay, we're taking a quick break right now. Brian's going to be back with your traffic and your 7-day forecast.
Into Christmas.
6:24 is the time on this Thursday morning. Let's get right to our MTO traffic cameras. We have we have two collisions off the get-go here. This is the 403 at Dundas. I mentioned this earlier. We have the left lane, left shoulder, and now an emergency vehicle off on the right shoulder as well. So this is Toronto bound at the 403 at Dundas, coming up from the Ford plant. And you can see there we've got some lane. We also have another collision on the 403. It's a little further along. 403 Toronto bound. The cameras here at Ontario. So you're looking toward Central Parkway. Right at the bend there, we've got the HOV lane is closed. So they've now closed the left lane, and you can see by the sign there, the HOV and now the left lane is closed. So we have two collisions on the 403 going through Mississauga right now. Everything else is doing fine, so not a lot going on there. Temperature right at the moment. Temperature is on the plus side for Hamilton. Nice mild start. +1 for Hamilton, Grimsby, Toronto, 0 into Mississauga. So when we talk about above seasonal temperatures now 0 for the daytime high, -7 for the overnight low. So that's where we figured we will start the day this time of year. Those are our sun times for the last day, the last few hours of autumn actually, and our records for today because winter arrives later on tonight. So for first bell today, school, maybe some flurries and 0, but then -1. So temperature dips and we'll get maybe just a little bit of sunshine. So a mainly cloudy sky today, wind chill of -7. Maybe some squeaks of some sunshine, but 0 and temperatures falling. -4 tonight, +2 tomorrow, fairly cloudy again, and then we hang on to some cloud cover. 4 degrees Saturday, Sunday cloudy and 6, 8 degrees for Christmas Day and cloudy skies, and then we get into some showers, some rain for Tuesday into Wednesday. Temperatures staying mild, above seasonal all the way through the long-range forecast. Let's look at the weather and that, Tim.
Shouldn't Santa be working and not dancing? It's like we're like.
Oh, he's dancing because he's delegated.
Oh, right. Yeah, we're in prime time here.
Yeah.
Come on, Santa. Okay. You found this.
It's
I
so
haven't
cute.
seen this.
It's so cute.
So a child's toy left behind at a bus stop in Waterloo has a wonderful new role.
After months of looking for his rightful owner, employees with the Grand River Transit System adopted this stuffed rabbit, who they've named Ryder, and made their bus garage his new home.
It was a wonderful place for a little bunny who liked to explore and get into mischief. Ryder played hide and seek. He watched the mechanics fix the buses and rode on their tricycle. But his favorite part was the bus wash.
That's all our favorite
And
parts.
something magical happened during one bus wash because Ryder grew into a much bigger mascot who now rides the buses, teaching people how to use transit safely. We have put the YouTube link with more on Ryder's story on our website, chch.com.
Oh my goodness.
And shout out to whoever is doing social media at Grand River
That is fabulous.
Transit because,
well done.
it's so cute. I guess, so the bunny went missing in February of last year. They tried and tried and tried to find the owner. And so they adopted it. And they were putting it all over in their offices and stuff. And then somebody came up with the idea of the magical bus wash.
Well done. Good stuff there. Okay, nice first half hour on this Thursday morning. Hope you're good. Hope you can stick around. If not, maybe PVR us. Watch us a little later because we got a good little program for you this morning.